Good afternoon. I hope that you've had a wonderful weekend, and here we are ready for week 2 of online learning. I must congratulate you all for the resilience that you've shown, and the work that you've been producing throughout the week of lockdown has been inspiring. I'm sure week 2 will be equally as successful, and you'll continue to try your hardest. We've had a very busy week and productive in many areas of school. And I'd like to congratulate the following students for achieving Headmaster's commendations: Isaac Evans, Harry Mead, Lois Bradburn, Lily Tetley-Young, Philip Hullick, Stuart Sang, and Lauren Malpas. Congratulations to you all. Today is Martin Luther King Day, and in America it's a federal holiday to promote equal rights regardless of background. For those of you that are not familiar with Martin Luther King, I'd like to give you a brief background. Martin Luther King spoke out against laws in the 1960s in which black people were segregated, and he helped lead protest marches demanding for fair laws for all people. In America, there were signs which read white only, meaning that black people were not able to go to parks, hotels, restaurants, or even schools. There were restrictions also on jobs. A lady called Rosa Parks was arrested for refusing to give up her seat on a bus to a white man. The white-only section on the bus had been full, and she was in one of the seats just behind. Martin Luther King led a protest, and many of his followers were angry and wanted to fight, but Martin Luther King always said we must resolve things peacefully. He encouraged black people to try and get along with white people. In 1963, he led the biggest march of all in Washington, where over 200,000 people of all races followed, and then he led this with a most famous speech. In the speech, he said, "I have a dream that my 4 children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the colour of their skin, but by the content of their character." Sadly, Martin Luther King was assassinated in 1968, but the work that he did for civil rights through non-violence and these words have made such a huge difference on society. It has shocked all of us when we've seen the acts of racism in recent times, and when we remember his work on Martin Luther King Day, we can also understand that there is some way to go in order to remove the prejudices that still exist in our society. As a school, I commend you for your fellowship that you show to each other, and although it has been incredibly difficult to come together as a community, the small acts of kindness that you show towards your family, your friends, your teachers really can make a big difference. We are all facing this pandemic together, and regardless of our race, age, or role, as long as we can support each other, there will be a light at the end of the tunnel. None of us would choose to have online lessons. We'd all prefer to be in the classroom and enjoying our facilities at school. I appreciate the effort that you're making, and I'd like to remind you that the simple thank yous to your teachers for their hard work in preparing each lesson and the positive comments that you make towards your peers and continuously trying your hardest will continue to make a big difference. I hope you have another good week, and I look forward to hearing about more successes on Friday. Thank you.